Blog Talk Radio.
Live from the Talk Radio 49 studios in Little Rock, Arkansas, it's Bad Brad Hicks, Money Mike Carnahan, and of course, the pretty boy, Sean Castleberry. It's your weekly look at humorous top headlines and current events. It's the American Idiot Show. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the American Idiot Show. I'm Money Mike Carnahan, and joined on the road by Mr. Sean Castleberry as we get ready to relaunch the American Idiots here. Sean, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing great. How are you, Mike?
Hey, it's another day in paradise. I got me a drink sitting here beside me. I'm getting in the spirit of things, so to speak, here, because one of the main topics we're going to talk about definitely makes me want to drink for civilization. Good Lord.
Oh, yeah, the COVID-19 conspiracy theory. We got a lot to talk about, with that subject tonight.
Oh, my God, yes. And in case you can't tell, Mr. Brad Hicks is absent as of right now. Gotta love that whole, gotta love capitalism. His job is having him work right now, and he will be joining us when he can. But, Sean, like we said, talking about this COVID-19, I want to give a shout-out to But Wait, There's More podcast that I listened to earlier on YouTube. Gave me quite a bit of information. Some theories as to the origin of the coronavirus that I hadn't even heard of yet. But, oh, my God. Fucking 5G cell towers are what's causing the spread of coronavirus. Like, legitimately, I want you to sit there. I want you to soak that in for a second. Because people in Europe, people who honestly are are honestly held to a loftier standard than Americans, are fucking vandalizing 5G cell towers because they think it is spreading the coronavirus. Oh, my God.
Right.
Oh,
right?
My God.
Yeah. That's really big in the UK right now. You got conspiracy theorists like David Ilk and people like that going around talking about this. 5G is helping break down the immunity system in human beings, allowing the coronavirus to spontaneously mutate within the human body and are killing everybody. And obviously these people don't understand basic biology or engineering because it's impossible for this to happen. But this has been going on, this particular conspiracy theory has been going on since it started back in December. People were talking about this because 5G is being pushed by the Chinese really hard. And, I get it. You don't trust the Chinese because, they are who they are. And we aren't them and they aren't us. And it's just, I don't remember this with 4G. Do you?
I absolutely do not remember this with 4G. And the sad thing about it is ABC News reported on the 16th, so Saturday morning, that the feds warn of attacks related to bogus COVID-19 conspiracy theory. So luckily, and this is the shocking part, the U.S. is actually ahead of this shit. Fucking people possibly attacking these cell towers over here. I would ask you to but I mean, you can't.
Like, people are actually attacking them here in America?
No, not yet, but the Fed is preparing for it to possibly happen. And you know what's sad? So you talk about vandalizing over in Europe and the UK and things like that. But,
Yeah.
I mean, let's be honest. You get a couple rednecks together, there's going to be a lot more than vandalism on a 5G tower.
Yeah, there's going to be all sorts of sister humping and, sheet race and stuff like that.
I was thinking of some redneck ingenuity, but, I mean, there's probably some of that, too. Lots of Mountain Dew cans went into that.
Right. No, man, but, this one's been going on since December, and it just keeps, gaining steam because of, this one particular blogger. I don't know if you've heard of him, but he's called QAnon. Have you heard of this guy?
I have not.
Okay, well, it might be a guy, might be a girl, don't know, but he's this, I'm going to say he, because I don't know, but he's this ultra right-wing, conservative, seems to be evangelical. He ties in the end times with right-wing conspiracies, and he's really been pushing this on 8chan and 4chan and some of the, deeper parts of the web,
right.
where, obviously boomers can't use 8chan and 4chan and Reddit and things like that. They just don't understand. It's not like Facebook. Yeah.
Sean, not to interrupt you, but Mr. Brad Hicks, our third part of this conversation, has been able to log on and get onto the show. So, of course, I want to welcome in Mr. Brad Hicks. Brad, we're talking about how special it is that 5G cell towers are fucking spreading coronavirus.
Well, I mean, that's not out of the realm of possibility, but it's an absolute. I mean, you laugh when I say that, and I'm not advocating that the whole 5G is the reason that the coronavirus or is the coronavirus, but that was one of the things that I was interested in when I was perusing the internet, and I read some things that there was some technology that had been developed for a new form of warfare, but to buy that this whole 5G is the reason, I mean, let's be honest, my phone's been reading 5G now for several years, so why has it just now started if this is the reason? You're always going to have those guys out there that advocate for these type of conspiracies, but I just don't see it. But I also don't see the fact that it made my internet faster. So, goddamn it, I'm going to blame 5G for the coronavirus just for that reason alone.
Well, I mean, Brad, this is one of those, and Sean, you too, the most interesting part of this is where it started. So usually most people will be like, they hold Europe and Britain and the United Kingdom up to such a lofty standard. They're so much smarter than us. They don't fall for bullshit like us. But oh my God, if this isn't the stupidest fucking conspiracy theory I've heard with coronavirus, and where the fuck did it start?
Well, again, like what I was saying before, you got these people on the deep web, on 4chan, 8chan, all these different things, social media, QAnon. He pushes a lot of this stuff, and he has this real weird cult following. And, I mean, when you look into him alone, and again, I'm saying him because I don't know if it's a guy or girl, but when you look into him alone, man, this is some interesting shit. This dude's been around for since 2015, just pumping out conspiracy theories and prophecies and all sorts of crazy shit. I mean, it's just and people are buying it left and right. It's in Britain with the David Icke guy, with his, all the government people are lizard people, people buying into that shit. I don't understand it. I mean, there is absolutely no empirical evidence to back up anything this guy says, and they're just falling for it. They're going to Trump rallies wearing the Q shirts, and they have little. No, I'm serious, and they have little catchphrases that they say to each other, so they know who's on the in. And man, it's crazy, dude. It's insane.
Well, an interesting point, Michael asked about the coronavirus. I was actually reading an article just now where apparently a general practitioner in Belgium, I'm assuming that GP would be a doctor or a physician. Chris von Kerkhoven basically told the newspaper Het Laatste News in a January 22nd story that 5G was life-threatening and linked to the coronavirus, which the newspaper quickly issued a correction and deleted the article, but by then it was too late as the anti-5G groups began spreading the rumor, thus, frightening the population and the public. So apparently this doctor is pissed off about 5G and talks about it in January, and boom, the wildfire begins. So that would be the origin of the whole 5G conspiracy. Now, what sucks about this, to be honest with you, this conspiracy theory here is that, more credible, more evidence-based, more, sight unseen type conspiracies are actually harmed in this, like JFK, 9/11, that have way more evidence in front of you that makes you say, whoa, gets harmed by this shit. So, fuck you, doctor, whatever your name is, you asshole.
Well, I mean, that's really interesting that a fucking doctor said that shit. But, I mean, my goodness. How old is this doctor? Does this doctor have dementia, Alzheimer's? Like, what the...
Well, this goes back for years. I mean, when you think about the anti-vaxxers, man, there was that one doctor that wrote that paper that's been disproven time and time again, and all these hundreds of thousands of Americans refused to have their children vaccinated because of false reporting of one guy. And you guys remember that back in the 90s, right? That big push for anti-vaxxing, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I mean, it's just crazy.
I mean, to be honest with you, I didn't even know that was a 90s thing. I had no idea that was a 90s thing. I know that
was pretty big last time.
Yeah,
it
was a big push back in the 90s. I want to say the lady's name that really pushed it hard was Susan Powers. I think she was the big one that did it. That was that blonde lady with the spiky hair, looked like Billy Idol back in the day. But, she pushed that. And I mean, again, there are just hundreds of thousands of people that won't vaccinate their kids for that reason. And I don't get it. How can you not trust science, right?
I completely agree with that. And, one thing, though, that I do want to ask, speaking of vaccines and stuff, one thing I do want to ask is there is one conspiracy that this Wait There's More podcast that I listened to earlier didn't go into, and that is this presuming an overwhelming theory I've seen on Facebook recently that if there were to be a vaccine against COVID, that it's gonna lead to the New World Order and fucking people are gonna start getting chipped and shit. Have you heard this one? Like, I'm sitting here and I can't even scroll through Facebook anymore because I'm laughing my ass off so hard at these people saying, I refuse to be chipped.
Yeah, man, that's actually going around quite a bit. That's another thing that hit really big in the 90s, talking about RFID chips and the end times prophecies of the book of Revelation and the book of Daniel. And it was pushed really hard by ministers like Jack Vanapee, who did Jack Vanapee Presents. And they would actually show commercials on their programs where Visa did a commercial that basically said, hey, someday people will pay for things like this. And you see a guy putting his hand over the scanner because he has a chip in his hand. And everybody freaked out, was like, oh, that's the mark of the beast. That's what's going to happen. And so here we are. They're talking about, putting RFID chips into people, so that they can keep track of the people that have COVID-19. But it's voluntary. There's nobody making anybody do this. So, again, this whole end times, mark of the beast, BS, it's just, people fear-mongering and just, trying to connect the dots any way that they can because they're so afraid.
Well, yeah, I get that. I understand that, Sean. The only thing I'll say about the chip process is that, and it's not a doomsday prepper. I don't have a bunker outside, but I am as far as the chip goes, I'm not so sure that we don't live in times where that may be a possibility at some point. Just because if you look at, like, for example, in China, the number of cameras that are everywhere, and then you have drone technology now that, you know, we live in such a, what is it, would it be a police state or a surveillance state or whatever that, you know, it wouldn't put it past me at some point if they didn't find a way to do that. Now, I personally, not necessarily for the whole mark of the beast principle, but I personally would refuse to take a chip even if it was mandatory, because I feel like that is something that would inalienably, you know, limit the rights we do have as human beings. But again, you know, I say that not trying to be all, you know, not trying to be an A&E special, but I just, you know, it wouldn't surprise me if they don't try to find a way, just because of some of the things I've seen this government and our politicians do, and the power that they have. I mean, you look at what we're going through right now, and there's several states that higher courts have gone, hey, these restrictions you're making aren't necessary. You didn't go to the proper legislation. And if they can do it on the state level, by God, they can do it on the federal level. So I don't dismiss it with some lightheartedness, because I do understand the possibility. Now, that being said, you know, people are so gung-ho about Bill Gates and this, well, they're going to put this little bitty chip in this vaccine. Hey, dumbass, he already controls 99.9% of the things that we do, because guess what? He's the fucking Microsoft empire, Game of Thrones, King of Kings, the fucking winner's coming guy. You know what I'm saying, Sean? People don't understand just how much Bill Gates has power already. So,
I agree. You know, to a certain point, I would say that, you know, I don't think that I would take an RFI chip for any reason. I don't see anything feasible for me to want to do that, because it would be so easy to track people. And, you know, where does your individualism and your freedom go at that point?
Exactly. I mean, look, we don't need an RFI chip. I mean, seriously, who needs an RFI chip? If you want to know, I have a small penis and I'm overweight. That's all.
No, but seriously, I mean, I'm sure my FBI guy that listens to my phone every day, you know, he's taking really good notes right now. But I already shock the piss out of him all the time with all the bullshit that I say. If I had an RFI chip, I'm sure he would just be like, oh, dude, there goes his right hand again. Can he not stop? What the fuck?
I mean, but let's be honest here, guys, and I'm going to literally post this. It started out as a funny meme that I saw on Facebook, but it's the truth. The same fucking people that are sharing, I don't want to be wiretapped by the government, or I don't want a fucking RFI chip in this case, are going to be the same people who are going out and buying things like the fucking Alexa and the Google thing that you fucking, hey, Google, that motherfucker, if you don't think people are listening to their goddamn thing, you done lost your damn mind.
I mean, they've already proven that they listen to our cell phones, they listen to our smart speakers, and hell, if your television has a fucking camera on it, or you got the PlayStation, you know, thing with the camera, people can hack into those and actually see what you're doing. So if you're not putting tape over your cameras and you're not turning your phone off every now and then, it's kind of stupid. I mean, you guys have had this happen where you're talking to your wife or somebody, and the next thing you know, you get a Facebook ad for, you know, your small penis problem.
Yes, it's called divorce lawyer.
Yes, I have noticed that. And actually, what's funny is I was doing some snooping in my settings for some odd reason, and Facebook ain't even trying to hide this shit. Like, I went through settings, and I forget where it is, but it literally will tell you, hey, we heard you may be interested in these things. Click which ones you want to delete so you won't see ads for them or something. I was like, you motherfuckers.
Is that why you keep getting all those ads for ladyboys?
Yes. I mean, sorry. You know, you were talking to Michael. No. Right. But the thing is a lot of people don't understand, and they seem to forget at certain times, is that, you know, cookies have been around for as long as the internet has been in its form that we know it today. You know, it knows where you go. It stores your passwords and things of that nature. So, like Michael said, I mean, I haven't never had it where it pops up because I've said so, but I don't do the Alexa box. I don't do any of that shit. But I do know that, when you go Google, like I'm currently in search of a pontoon boat, and every time I go onto Facebook now, there's an ad for a particular pontoon boat. Or, I was looking at possibly switching car insurance. That came up. I was like, golly, like, you intrusive bastards. What are you doing? So now I'm going to start Googling random shit.
Right? No, but you can turn off your smart speaker so that it doesn't do that. But what's crazy is my wife just bought me a new TV, this nice Sony Bravio, and the remote has a button on it. You can actually say, hey, turn to channel 7, put on Netflix or whatever. And I just couldn't believe that crap. Like, my fucking remote listens to me now. What's next after that? My toilet's going to be like, hey, you need to go see the doctor.
Comcast is the same way. They have the same remote where you can speak to it now. But, yeah, absolutely everything. And people, they're so smart because they release it under the guise of making your life easier. But, I mean, let's be honest, with the lazy situation that we have here in America, that's exactly how you get something to go down. You'd be like, hey, I'm
right.
I mean, what are we talking about?
Well, this goes back to why COVID-19, this goes back to why COVID-19 is so dangerous because, everybody's fat from, using their damn remote and talking into everything and not doing anything. We just sit around on our phones and computers all day. When I was a kid, I was the remote.
Good point.
And the antenna. Michael probably doesn't remember that, but remember it was always move that to the left, and then
right.
No, stay there, don't move, son, don't move, and you're like, Dad, I need to get up, don't move, damn it,
exactly.
Roll call's on, but no,
don't move. The Niners are playing.
Yeah, no shit, but not even to go political, but let's be honest, a lot of our human privacy went out the window thanks to 9/11 and the initiation of the Patriot Act. I mean, and I'm not trying to get political, but let's be honest. I mean, and to think that but this has been going on. You had the high-profile case, Ruby Ridge, where the guy wanted to, and I can't remember his name for the life of me, even though it's one of the more fascinating stories that I've ever seen. But he wants to get away and go off the grid, and they just won't let him do it. The Branch Davidians, even though he was into some weird shit, it's just another story of how our government does tend to be rather free with their spying, if you want to say. But going back to COVID, not getting off topic, it is. I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that it's just the unknown. We don't know anything, and I think that's our human response is to want to try to figure out answers as to why this is happening, because this is something I've never dealt with in 41 years. I've heard of the influenza, the Spanish flu in 1918, the H1N1 virus that went around that actually, one of mine and Michael's friends, Chris Campbell, actually contracted H1N1, was on a ventilator for 30 days. It almost killed him. But the Ebola thing that popped up. So it's always going to be something with a conspiracy. Anytime something catastrophic happens or there's something that we just don't understand that's a major event, and this just happens to be, in all honesty, would you compare this to? This is probably head and shoulders above like 9/11, and that's the last big major life-changing event that I've ever experienced since I've been alive.
I mean, absolutely. This is a situation, we're in uncharted territory. You talk about Ebola and H1N1. There was never a complete shutdown for either of those, and of course we survived both of them just fine. But, I mean, you even look at things like, Sean, I kind of want to steer us back, like Brad said, back to the topic. I mean, I was talking to you earlier, you and Brad both, about one that I technically could find some credence in, and that just because, and I'll explain my position on that. The reason why I believe that this could be something that was man-made and not made in nature is just because it acts like something we've never seen before. it literally jumped from 0 to 100 with zero stopping. And that's why I feel like it could be something that could have been genetically made. But that's the only thing that makes me lend any credence to that theory about the Wuhan lab or whatever.
Yeah, and, that goes back. There's two conspiracy theories concerning that, as far as did the Chinese create this to weaponize it to take us out, or did we weaponize it and send it to China to try to take them out? That's what they've been spreading on their side. And, in their opinion, they're just like, ha, 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 fat Americans get what they deserve.
Right. Very true. I mean, and you said something interesting, though. You said biology doesn't work like that. You can't manufacture something like this, if I understood correctly.
Yeah, I don't believe so. I mean, in basic biology, you can't just create a virus. Now, you can adapt a virus, you can mutate a virus, or you can do things to make it mutate. You can weaponize a virus. But I don't think that we have, technology to actually just create viruses like that.
But COVID's been around for years, unless I'm mistaken. So Corona itself has been around. I think what they're saying is this particular strain may have been mutated in the lab.
Well, no, now, to clarify that, they've done genetic breakdowns of the mutation that is Corona or COVID-19, which is actually the coronavirus and the SARS virus that have actually joined together. Now, whether you believe that it came from a faulty, well-understaffed lab in Wuhan, China, or if you believe that it came from a bat that, let's be honest, these wet markets in China are probably very conducive to a lot of things that we probably don't even want to know about. I'm not going, I'm not going to be the Ku Klux Klan or any of that bit, but just be honest with you, and that's the thing about it too, though, is that we don't know what's really going on in these other. But to weaponize the virus and it got out of hand, there's some plausibility to that. And Sean, you and I had done a discussion on the American Idiot show years ago. When human beings and scientists are playing with, what I would call, whether you believe in religion or not, when you're playing with powerful sources like trying to create the God particle and things of that nature, I think that science should have its limitations until, we can fully understand how to combat some of the effects of the things that possibly are being tested. Because who knows? I mean, it does sound plausible, but that maybe there is an organization in over there that has the SARS virus and the coronavirus and the AIDS virus, whatever, and they're tested for the purpose of trying to make things better. And we all know that human error occurs. Look at Chernobyl. Humans sometimes believe they're bigger than what they are, and they don't understand that they can't harness the raw power of nature and its effects. Kind of like, the famous scene in Jurassic Park where, the words of the doctor, was it Jeff Goldblum?
Yes.
Nature's going to find a way. And I'm not trying to sound crazy or anything, but I think sometimes we take our own abilities a little too far, and then you got some guy going, oh shit, what did I do? Oh shit. I mean, kind of like Homer did when he spilled the donut on the nuclear reactor in the opening. It's like, oh shit.
Well, I mean, not even something that dramatic. While you were talking there, Brad, I was thinking about this. We talk about how easy it is to transfer COVID. What if this shit got on somebody and they didn't realize it, and they fucking brought it out? I'm not saying it was on purpose that it was released, but I mean, it's a fucking possibility.
Okay, yeah, and we do know for a fact that some scientists have done some unscrupulous shit over the years. I mean, you got the Nazis doing their experimentation.
even here in America for 40 years, American scientists and doctors, with the Tuskegee experiments against African Americans, when they would get syphilis, and they wouldn't treat them, and they were just documenting all their symptoms and what was happening, letting these people die. So, yeah, sometimes scientists are fucked up, and they do some really bad shit. So maybe somebody might have weaponized this over there in China, and maybe it got loose, I mean, again, you can't say that it didn't happen. We don't have any evidence either way. But it seems unlikely that the Chinese government would, to me, because they own all of our debt. And why would you attack, someone who owes you so much? They want us to work and pay it back.
Like I was saying, Sean, I don't necessarily think that they weaponized it. I think it was a fucking accident. I think maybe somebody was working on it and they were fucking genetically mutating shit and, oh, fuck, cool. And then they accidentally got some shit on them or something and they unknowingly took it out into
possible.
the world.
Yeah, that's absolutely possible. Something like that could have happened.
And that's the theory that was being bandied around that I didn't even honestly consider a conspiracy, because it had been reported on CNN and Fox News and MSNBC and all of those that they were saying that it was, like I said, they were genetically testing some things. They didn't say anything about weaponizing it. They just basically said they were testing some things. It was the staff over at this disease center. And this is the craziest part, I guess, about all of it is that, I've actually, there's certain people that you have in your life that you go, okay, they're grounded in, they're grounded in sanity to a degree, I guess is what, for the best term that I could use. They don't instantly go, it's a conspiracy. But damn, it sounds like Sean Connery to me, but anyway, but what I'm saying is, when they start going, you need to check this out, this is crazy. And there was a video that I was shared by someone that I honestly, and it was my ex, that goes, hey, you need to check this out. And there's some shit about Dr. Fauci and something with his papers in the CDC in 2005. I guess I don't know if I don't know why I never looked it up, because usually I'm the first one that's all over this shit. But, when they start questioning the validity of the story at hand, I kind of go, well, they're usually the ones that go, no, that's just crazy talk. This is da-da-da. And then also, too, Sean, there's those people out there that say that America's overreacting and that the news media is fueling this pandemic by putting these stories out. So it's really freaking hard in 2020 to figure out who's telling the truth and who's not, because let's be honest, I'm not agreeing with 45's assumption that everything's fake news. But I'm going to be completely honest, the last 4 years have shown me that on either side of whatever you believe in, we're putting too much stock in the media. And now that you have social media, anybody can put out a well-produced piece, and if it looks like it's produced well enough, the public's going to buy it, and mass hysteria is going to break out.
Right? Look it up.
It's like,
yeah,
look, I mean,
absolutely.
Sean, this is what I feel like. I feel like we're all down in that basement in Ghostbusters, and Ernie Hudson is talking to us about cats and dogs living together, this shit and this shit and this shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like
it's pandemonium.
So, I mean, Brad, are you advocating that we shouldn't have shut down, or that we should reopen full board?
Well, here's what I'm going to tell you, and I've wanted some opinion on this. I was actually talking the other day to my ex about some stuff here at the old apartment, and we got to talking about the coronavirus, and we were talking about the masks, and she's in the insurance business, and I guess some people have come into the office that have not wanted to wear the mask. I mean, I Now, in my line of work, I will wear a mask when I go into your apartment to work on something, should it be an emergency, because right now we're not allowed to do anything but in emergencies. But at the same time, you know, she brought it up that now let's take Corona completely out of the equation. Let's act like the shit never happened, okay? It's never happened. How many times during one of the most deadliest seasons in that we have as human beings, and that's the flu season, because it's statistically proven that the flu actually does more damage and can kill you more, statistically speaking, survival rate, whatever, than this coronavirus. How many times do we go to football games with the flu season? How many times do we go to basketball games? How many times do we go to Kroger's and Walmart and watch somebody beat their kid in Walmart because it's legal there without a mask on?
Good point.
You know, so
you do have a point, but the regular flu, this coronavirus, COVID-19, is actually a lot more deadly than the regular flu. I mean, that is true, and it's more contagious. That's what makes it more deadly, is that it's so contagious. And now they're saying it can actually travel in the air. It's not just, you know, from people sneezing or just coughing, that it actually stays in the air. And that's what's making it extremely contagious. Whereas the regular flu is, you know, surfaces. Yeah.
I'm going to have to disagree with you. Is it more deadly? Because when you look at the numbers, I mean, it doesn't seem like it's more deadly. I can buy more contagious, but I don't necessarily buy more deadlier.
What's that? I'm sorry.
I said I can buy more contagious, but is it really deadlier than the flu? I mean, the flu's been killing for years.
Yes, and the flu is more susceptible to kill children and the elderly. This attacks everybody except children, it seems. It doesn't affect children as much. There are some weird side effects that I've been reading about lately where kids have come around with this paralysis temporarily. You know, so the little carpet biters are all carriers, basically. And it's the boomers that really need to watch out for it, because they're the most susceptible. And if they, you know, do get it, more than likely they'll die.
I would agree with that. I mean, I definitely haven't seen it as much in children, but I mean, the infectivity rate, yes, is a lot more, but I don't know necessarily the death rate. I mean, I'm going to use Arkansas for an example. We've had this problem for roughly, our first case was, 2 months ago, and we've had 100 people die, I think. I mean, maybe it's just not clicking with me, but
in 2 months across the entire nation, 90,000 people are dead. You know, it usually takes 5 to 6 months to reach numbers like that with the regular flu during flu season.
Okay.
So this moves a lot faster. It's a lot more deadly.
Okay. I mean,
but even if they get a vaccine for this thing too, though, you know, there are a lot of people, like we mentioned, anti-vaxxers earlier. There's a lot of people say they're going to refuse to take the vaccine.
Oh yeah, like I said, people are already saying, "Oh no, I won't do the vaccine. I'm an anti-vaxxer," or I don't want to be chipped, or I don't want the government to control me. Like Fauci came out and said there may be a need to see who is immune to this. Motherfucker, if you want to put my name on the list saying that I'm immune to the goddamn coronavirus, go for it, bro. You got all my information at the VA anyway.
Right?
Well, I mean, and I think too is honestly, I think that right now that we just don't know. I mean, we really don't know what's going on with this virus, because at one time it was just if you have a pre-existing condition or you're elderly and your system is more, you know, in its advanced stages of age, then you're susceptible to it. Now, then it moves to the baby boomers. and then it moves to the.
Hey, Dad, can I show you something?
Uh-oh. So it's just one of those situations where, we don't know what's going on with it. And I think that things change from day to day. Symptoms appear. Who knows? And then, they tramp out there every single week. They come out with their new studies, and every day something changes. They find something different. And I think, Sean, that the difference between this and the flu virus at this point is that we don't have an answer for, do we know if you're immune to it? Do we know? We don't know because they just started antibody testing a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, you're right about
who knows?
that.
And that's the thing. That's what I tell people all the time is it's just more of a a question of, we just don't know anything about this about this virus to really make an assumption of how bad it is. But I know, Michael, to answer your question from earlier, no, I think that in the first of the shutdowns being talked about, I was like, oh, damn it, you canceled the tournament. Are you serious? Really? Overreaction. And then the numbers
there might not be
Out.
NFL.
Yeah, it's like, damn it. No, the Masters got canceled. I was like, really? Damn it. But, in the long run, I can understand we're probably, are going to have, we're probably double that number if we'd have continued with life as normal. Just because of the contagion effect, but I'm just making up big words here. They're probably not even real, but whatever.
So
it works for me.
One thing that me and Sean both noticed earlier is Trump is now taking hydroxychloroquine, which he advocated for its use against coronavirus.
Let me expound upon that shit, Sean and Michael. Here's what I think about that shit. First of all, okay, let's be honest. Who in the hell are the just real quick? Who are the two most protected people in this country?
The president and the vice president,
and me.
I guess. Well,
and Sean's hair is protected, but it has its own mask. But but does it not seem funny, and does it not seem odd, and does it not lend to the credence of conspiracy that you have the president and the vice president in the same room together with the pandemic coming around, and you're like, well, this motherfucker's 71 years old and he's orange, and this guy, I don't know anything about Mike Pence. Maybe that's why Trump's never gotten COVID-19, and maybe it's not because he faked tan. Maybe he's had a fluorescent light bulb up his ass this whole time. And that's
it could be.
And that's
it could be.
It could be.
I mean, in all seriousness, it strikes me as that's the shit that I look for. I go, why does our president, who's had these meetings all over with these people, why does he not have a mask on? And we know that the COVID virus has now infiltrated the White House because Pence's press secretaries had it. So, hey, son of a bitch, what are y'all doing that we don't know about? Because you two are in the same room together with the pandemic that could kill both of y'all just because of your age. And, we don't know. So, that's just my thought process.
This is what I'm thinking this whole situation is the president got embarrassed by when Fauci refused to endorse his use of that, or endorse the use of that drug for combating the coronavirus. And now he's it almost seems like he's petty enough that he's doing this just to be like, when he comes out later and goes, well, I never fucking got it and it's because of this shit, then he's going to be like, fuck y'all doctors, and I was right anyway. It seems like he's petty enough to do some shit like that. And unfortunately, just like we had a spike in people asking if they could inject themselves with bleach, I feel like there's going to be a run on this drug.
And there probably will, and this drug's been known to kill people, which is really irresponsible of who to do this.
Mm-hmm. I completely agree with that statement. I mean, literally, I see no benefit, especially in putting it out there. And let's be honest, nothing gets out of the White House without anybody knowing that it's about to get out. So Trump definitely put this out there, that he's taken this drug, besides to give a giant middle finger to people who have gone to medical school and are trained to combat stuff like this, and he's trying to just basically give them the middle finger and say, hey, I know more than you. I mean, that's my opinion on that.
Yeah, it's just really weird. I didn't expect this today when I heard about it, and it was just like, seriously, what the fuck? Like, they actually found out that this kills people, and now he's like, yeah, I've been taking it, and, I'm doing okay. So, yeah, I kind of think, a lot of people are going to be rushing out trying to get this as fast as they can. And are people going to die because of this?
How much are the drug companies fucking paying this dude to sponsor them? Let's be honest. Because I ain't never heard of this goddamn drug before this shit. And now all of a sudden it's fucking right there on the front page of the news. Like, this dude is giving this drug company a ton of business.
Well, if so, I mean, we don't know, if anybody does have any kind of run on this, or if they're able to even buy it or anything. At this point, we don't know anything. We just know that he said he's using it.
Is this not the drug, though, that they've had for 50 years that treats malaria?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. When it comes to big pharmaceuticals and the information that can be pushed out there with them, I don't trust any of it anyway. But, I don't know. But, Trump said, I'm doing okay. I'm not going to get hurt by this. And I'm sure that there's, a lot of the population that's going, hey, take some more, asshole, try it. But,
now what's going to happen to Colt 45 if he dies?
Apparently they're going to become Colt 46 and transfer on over to Pence. And that's gonna be, let's be honest here. I'm not trying to get into political discussion, but that's almost more dangerous, in my opinion.
Yeah, I don't want to see Pence in the White House, so I think we're better off where we are right now.
Yeah.
I don't know that. Nancy Pelosi came out and she, of course, shot off the bow at him. It was great. She said that. I would rather he be taking something that has not been approved by scientists, especially in his age group and in his, shall we say, weight group, morbidly obese, they say.
Really?
Yeah. She was on Anderson Cooper today.
Shots fired.
That was great.
Shots fired.
I've never
That's
been a
awesome.
Nancy fan, but high five, Nancy. High fucking five, Nancy.
And the
I know a lot
of the drug are slow heartbeat, symptoms of heart failure, mental mood changes, anxiety, depression, rare thoughts of suicide, hallucinations, hearing changes, and severe dizziness. That's some of the side effects of this drug. And
the president of the United States is taking this medication.
Love it. I love it. He's got access to all the big buttons that I want to push someday, and he's going to be hallucinating, and fuck it, who cares? That's the mentality that he has.
He'll be running through the White House saying, fuck it, we'll do it live.
Exactly. Here's the thing. He's looking to get rid, and we talked about this earlier, Sean, he's looking to get rid of Dr. Fauci, the nation's fucking foremost expert on infectious disease. And this is exactly what you get, because I guarantee you, if he called Fauci and was like, yo, bro, I'm thinking about taking this, Fauci would be like, you're a goddamn idiot.
Well,
he probably already told him that.
Here's an interesting point. Seth Abramson on Twitter, I don't know who he is, but he has a very official-looking picture, so fuck it, we'll go with it. He has his issues with Trump taking this hydroxychloroquine is, number one, he doesn't have COVID-19. He shouldn't be prescribed it. He must set an example. The drug for COVID-19 is dangerous. Now, the drug in itself for malaria actually is very good. His worsening a shortage of the drug, and it's an ad for a drug for his donors. And number 6, and something I never thought about, is he won't prove that he's taking it. You know, he could be just saying that shit. Hey, I'm taking it.
And see, that's what I'm worried about. Is he actually lying and setting people up to take this that could do them harm? That would suck.
I mean, would you be surprised, though? Honestly. Like, I didn't even think about that, but that's an even more fucking fuck you to the doctors and shit that have told him no on this drug. Is, I'm going to say I could, and when I don't get it, I'm especially going to give you the middle finger.
I mean, I'm almost to the point, if Trump actually set up barrels of Kool-Aid with cyanide on the White House lawn and told people, Colt 45, come and drink this, it will cure you of everything, would they fucking do it?
Well,
I'm absolutely sure.
I know he's a TV doctor, but I just watched earlier a video of Dr. Sanjay Gupta fucking just completely bashing him, saying you are, without saying you're a moron, saying you're a moron for doing this. Like, how many people do you need in your face saying this isn't what we need to do? Like, my goodness, dude.
I mean, I got my issues with the guy. I don't hate him. I just, geez, I mean, come on. How irresponsible.
Well, now, here's a good point that people make, and it's something that I always allude to when it comes to any kind of major news story, albeit, you know, tragically, the mass shootings, things of that nature. But a lot of people are saying that it's a distraction to change the news cycle away from him firing the State Department's IG and the distraction from the 91,000 deaths. So
he's wagging the dog.
Is he throwing up something there to distract away from, you know, basically going, hey, here's a shiny object, go chase it. And we're falling for it, if that's the case.
That's a completely old school political move. So would it surprise me? Hell no. That wouldn't surprise me in the least. It's a political move.
But it's an unnecessary move, because basically what he did by firing that guy, he just didn't tell Congress first. And Congress has the right to say, hey, let's put this off for 30 days. We're going to see if he really needs to be fired. They normally would not overturn a president's decision, even if they hate the guy. But it's a technical thing that he just went about, you know, so that the executive branch could just go ahead and fire this guy. I don't think he'd wag the dog over this. Now, the 90,000 deaths, maybe. That might be true. But not firing the other guy.
Are you talking about, Brad, I'm assuming you're talking about the story I saw where he fired the guy that was investigating Pompeo?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Saudi connection.
Okay, got you. I would just like to say, by the way, while we're giving a giant fuck you to Kim Kardashian, because I just literally saw Kim Kardashian's line of face masks sell out within hours of launch. Anybody who's making money off of this pandemic, please go fuck yourself.
Like her face mask really did? Is it like her ass cheeks?
Oh, man. Like, literally, how shitty do you have to be as a human being to go, oh, shit, there's a fucking pandemic going on. I can make some money.
Hey, You know who else is doing that? Carol fucking Baskin.
God damn it, I saw that.
Yep.
Well, at least they're on sale for $25 now, so you definitely can.
Brad, do you have a delivery? Is FedEx coming to your house soon?
No, I googled it, and they're called Skims, Skims. How original! You can go to skims.com. You can, and there are dark black, brown, and tan, and I don't understand.
Oh my God! They don't even have like a K or anything on them. Like they're literally colors.
I'm looking at these masks, and they're just. I don't understand what the rage is, other than who they're from, because they're normal masks. They don't look like anything fancy. Just a mask.
That's depressing. People, and this literally proves, as long as you put a name on it, people will buy anything.
I think you're right. That's I don't understand it. It just because it has a Kardashian name on it. I mean,
excuse me. It's a seamless face mask that comes in 5 earth colors.
Oh, seamless. Who the fuck? I'm gonna be nice. I'm just gonna set this one out for a minute.
But now, hold on, before you dig any deeper than that. Now, here's the thing: that she donated 10,000 of the masks to nonprofits, Baby to Baby, Good Plus Foundation, and LA Food Bank, and the National Domestic Workers Alliance Advocacy Group. She's also donating $1 million of the sale across those charities. So I don't know if I would really say F you. If she's literally selling those masks and then donating that type of money to charity, then I applaud what she's doing there.
True, but let's be honest here, Brad. She probably made $1 million today. So she's done. The rest of this is gravy.
Yeah, but I mean that's the Bill Gates argument that he's worth $1 gazillion, but he's donated billions and billions of dollars to charity. It's not a matter. I mean, he doesn't have to. She doesn't have to. She could sit on that money. I mean, let's be honest. Her husband's rap career is not what it used to be, and she's her celebrity is probably not. I mean, her clothing store is about the only thing that's making her money anymore. So let's be honest. I think it's great. She's providing a mask to people, and she's donating the money. I mean, to me, I can't say F you to that. Now that I know she's donated it to charity and she's providing masks for people, I like it.
Hey, I got some breaking news real quick. Do you guys know that Eddie Haskell from Leave It to Beaver died? Ken Osmond?
I saw that.
Holy crap.
Morning. 76 years old. I did see that this morning. I was quite surprised about that.
Did you guys watch that growing up as kids?
I've actually watched it on some of the reruns. I mean, it's great stuff.
But Sean, I'm not,
of course, we weren't alive in the 50s. I'm not that goddamn old.
I was negative
VHS.
28 in 1950.
Right? No, but we used to have what's that type of channel? UHF. We used to have a UHF channel here. It was 16 before it became a Fox affiliate, and they used to play all of these great reruns, like Leave It to Beaver and I Love Lucy and the Dick Van Dyke Show and stuff like that. And I remember watching those, and that does make me a little sad. Eddie Haskell's passed away. He, that was a great character. That was an iconic character for its day and age.
Yeah, I think I remember those things from like Nick at Night, I guess would be my generation's version of it, or TV Land.
What year were you born?
90.
Oh, so you're a millennial. Holy shit.
Shut up. This is a buried fact. That fucking fake news.
I didn't realize that. You got 2 Gen Xers here and a millennial. Holy shit. I can't say nothing. No, I'm married to a millennial.
Fake news. I'm only going to be 30 in like fucking 12 days. That's not depressing.
You're still in your 20s?
I'm 29, bro.
You're a baby, dude. I'm almost 20 years older than you. I'm old enough to be your dad. That's gross.
No fucking way. You're almost 50?
I'm not quite, but I'm getting there.
Oh shit. You're fucking with me, Sean, right now.
No, I'll be 47 in 2 days.
Holy
Sean,
shit.
you're old enough to be his girlfriend's preferred age as dad. I'm just saying.
You know
right?
what? Brad
I still
Hicks,
look better than both of you guys, so that's awesome.
This is
What
true.
did you say? What did you say, Sean?
I still look better than both of you guys.
I look damn good with the lights off. Kiss my ass.
No means no, Brad.
True.
Oh wow.
I'm just gonna vote for Biden in 2020 so that I can go around and sniff people's hair and grope people anonymously.
Yeah, do we have any third-party candidates yet? Like, I'm legit.
I heard Jesse Ventura was going to run, and if he does, he could possibly have my vote because he is, from Predator, a sexual tyrannosaurus.
God damn it, I will vote for Jesse Ventura.
Right?
And maybe
He
he'll let us
was
know when Area 51.
Well, he was on the Joe Rogan Experience a while back, and if you go listen to Joe Rogan's podcast with him, it's actually entertaining how he talks. Because I remember him and Piers Morgan absolutely going head to head on Piers Morgan's show back when he had it on CNN, and Jesse's not as out there as he used to be. I'm not saying he's calmed down, but all the way. But he's not.
Well, he used to have that show about conspiracy theories.
I mean, Jesse's still a conspiracy theorist.
Yeah, but I mean, seriously, the guy was. If you put him against Trump, the guy was a Navy SEAL. He was the governor of Minnesota. I mean, he's actually been in politics. He's actually done some things, and he's a fucking veteran. I mean, those things right there push him way over Trump.
Well, the sad part about it, though, and the sad part about it to me is that if you do that, I think that if you do that, and you don't want to see 45, a second term, I just don't think, and until it changes, I think it'll be the Ross Perot effect. I think that he's going to jump in there. He'll get some attention, and he'll snag some votes. But I just don't think that he'll do the Democratic nominee any favors.
Can you say that, what's her name? I forget her name now. It's been 4 years. Or Gary Johnson did any harm to Hillary 4 years ago?
No, I don't think that. I don't think that they harmed them in any way. I think what you had and here's my analysis of how 45 is the president of the United States today, and that is that we came out of an election cycle that saw an African American president for 8 years, and it's a shitty analysis of why, but I think you had a population of the vote that was so sick and tired, in their own opinion, not mine, but they were so tired of having a black president that they found, this guy that spewed racial rhetoric and what some would say, it was best described as them saying, well, that's stuff that's said at the American dinner table. Hey, Mom passed the potatoes, and hey, did you see that blank walking down the street? Why, yes, I did,
Hey,
Bob.
it's just locker room
I don't know why he's in here. Yeah, grab her by the blank,
Yeah.
And so, that's my assumption on it. I'm not saying that I believe in why, because honestly, in my opinion, and you both know how I feel about the Clintons, I think it's been long enough that nobody fuck them. They killed them 2 boys in Alexander. I said it. There we go.
Dude, hey,
Hell,
warning. Take it back.
All I'm going to say is look, if I die tonight, I'm not a set of Christmas lights. I don't hang myself, okay?
Hey, be sure to edit this, Michael, for the archives, okay? Because I don't want to go down like that.
My name is Michael Carnahan, and I believe that Epstein was hung by someone in the Clinton Foundation. Anyway.
Epstein didn't kill himself. Hashtag Epstein didn't kill himself. That's kind of
there's 8 cameras. First of all, hashtag there's 8 cameras in this son of a bitch. This jail has had the least amount of suicide rates, and a high-profile guy kills himself. I don't buy it. But anyway,
right.
So I wasn't going to vote for Hillary anyway, based on my personal feelings towards her and some of the stuff back in the 90s that my mom, who was affiliated with guys, because my mom was real good friends with Vince Foster, the guy that blew his brains out using his right hand on his left side. Put that shit together and make something out of it. But anyway, but I do think a lot of there was this group. As soon as he started talking about building a wall and Mexico's going to pay for it, I mean, every piece of shit that has any racial tone in their body was like, we're going to vote for that guy. We're building a fucking wall, and it's just dumb.
Yeah.
These are the same people.
These are the same people
I
look
that
at it
kill
this
people
way.
for fucking jogging in the damn afternoon.
Right.
That's
one thing I don't understand. One of the things I don't understand about conservatives is how can you support a one-trick pony like Trump? Because that's all he is. He's a one-trick pony. He has nothing new in the bag. I mean, he's going back now, and now he's created this term called Obamagate, where he's blaming former President Obama for everything that's going on now. I mean, he's been blaming President Obama since he got into office. And it's like, dude, seriously, stop the bullshit. Be a fucking leader. That's all we're asking for. And Biden's not a fucking leader. And Jesse Ventura, hey, like I said, if he could come in and be charismatic and talk about real issues like the economy and rebuilding America and actually doing some good stuff, I would support him. We need a leader in this country. We don't need this horse shit anymore.
I'll tell you the worst thing that man ever characterized himself as was a conservative.
I'm going to do the whole show next show in my redneck voice, the whole show.
Oh, Jesus Christ, please.
Hey, I used to put on all my applications when I'd apply for a job that I was bilingual. And then, that would be a question that they'd ask. They'd be like, oh, yeah, what other language do you speak? And I'd be like, I speak redneck. I'm gonna be that guy that's toting a Busch Light with a piece of meatloaf and some mashed potatoes in front of us. I'm doing the whole show that way.
Oh God,
let's do it. I think we should all do that, man. We'll just be like, hey, how y'all doing? Live from Arkansas. It's American Idiots, motherfuckers.
I'll tell you right now, that virus is something big, boy. It's crazy.
That's pretty funny. I don't care who you are.
We're going great.
Worse than my sister-in-law. And I was married to her for 10 years.
Now that we're getting divorced, is she still my sister?
Well, hell yes.
We just lost all of our Alabama listeners, by the way.
Look, Alabama.
Yeah, I think we're down to that one guy that listens to us in Cummins Prison right now.
I think he may have corona. He may be dead, but
he may have corona. He may have no choice.
Our only true fan.
Well, we know New Orleans isn't listening. Holy shit, did I say that?
Jesus.
Damn.
See, we can be funny in between all the bullshit. Yeah, we can be entertaining.
Yeah, I've been fired again, so I'm just saying this. I appreciate the opportunity.
Pivoting right along.
Don't do it. So we got a commercial break coming up, Mike.
Look.
So commercial.
Mute.
Y'all, you're listening to the American Idiot Show. We got about 50 minutes left here in the show. We'll be right back after this.
Every Monday night, join the bad guy, Brad Hicks, the money man, Michael Carnahan, and of course the pretty boy, Sean Castleberry, as they bring you your humorous look at all current events going on in the world. It's the American Idiot Show live on Talk Radio 49. Every other Thursday night, right here on Talk Radio 49, join your hosts, Michael Carnahan and Cornbread, as they bring you the best wrap-up show in indie professional wrestling. It's the ASWF Aftermath Show, only on Talk Radio 49 and ASWF Wrestling's Facebook Live. Tuesday night, join Michael Carnahan and Lisa O'Brien for the Clear and Convincing podcast, live on Talk Radio 49. A look at the most important cases in the country's history, not from the court of public opinion, but from the eyes of the court, every Tuesday night, live right here on Talk Radio 49. Michael Carnahan here, once again telling you it has never been easier to listen to your favorite Talk Radio 49 shows on the go. If you have iTunes, you can go ahead and subscribe at iTunes, at Talk Radio 490, or wherever you get your podcasts. Also, you can go on YouTube, the American Idiots Podcast, or you can go to the Clear and Convincing Podcast if that's more your style. We have something for everyone here at Talk Radio 49, and it's never been easier to keep up. Live from the Talk Radio 49 studios in Little Rock, Arkansas, it's Bad Brad Hicks, Money Mike Carnahan, and of course, the pretty boy, Sean Castleberry. It's your weekly look at humorous top headlines and current events. It's the American Idiot Show.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Back the last final hour of this episode of the American Idiots. And first of all, really? I've got to be the bad guy? Like, I was thinking about that, Sean, right? I'm leaving the message. I'm shooting in your yard. I'm shooting in your yard.
Dude, I'm sitting there listening to this, and he's like, and Brad, the bad guy. Like, he's going to walk into McDonald's without his mask during the coronavirus. Like, fuck you, dude, I'm the bad guy.
I would. Damn it, I would do that, but they won't let me in McDonald's, son of a bitches.
It's better than the original intro. Remember, 4 felonies, but only 1 gets stuck.
Look. No, you can tell which show on Talk Radio 49 he really loves because he puts that professionalism in it. But when it comes to us, it's all about, yeah, Brad, the bad guy. Yeah, he might touch you.
Exactly.
Whoa. God damn it.
Yes, no shit. Dude, he said, yes, every Tuesday night we will. I was like, goddamn, William Shatner.
He's not a sexual offender, but he's close. It's Brad, the bad
he's close.
Guy.
Look, it was a miner, and I'm not talking about a kid. I'm talking about a coal miner, you know, with dirty fucking hands, goes in the fucking well. God damn it.
Right.
Man, play. Fuck.
Y'all too much.
Dance, monkey, dance. You have to fix that commercial, goddammit.
We're talking about that right now, by the way, is how come the clear and convincing advertisement did William Shatner was able to do that one, and we can't even get Shaquille O'Neal to do ours? That's bullshit.
Oh, right.
Bullshit.
That's what I was talking about. It's all like, clear and convincing, coming to you with a professional attitude. But then it comes to us, and it's all like, hey.
American Idiot Show. Hold on. We don't want to fight these
don't have the power.
It's three fucking idiots, and one of them happens to be pretty.
I'm not a doctor.
Yay.
It's
Sean, that's
guy.
Michael. Yeah, Sean, that's Michael. He's doing the advertising, going, "God damn it, Sean! I'm Michael. I'm not a scientist, motherfucker."
Right.
Kiss my
In fact, you know what,
ass.
Michael, you've been demoted from dance monkey to butt monkey. Okay.
Oh man, fuck.
Yes.
Can we not
you are a butt
you
monkey.
just come on the show next time. Like, hey, that fat guy with a small dick, the guy with perfect hair, and me. I'm Mike Carnahan. It's the American Idiots next here on Radio 49.
You see how easy Brad does that? He makes it sound so good.
Wait, hold on. He makes having a small dick sound good?
No.
Yes.
Okay. Look, Michael, no one needs to question my sexuality. Okay? I am very comfortable with that. Now, if we went to your internet browser history, I guarantee people would question everything about you.
You know what, sir? I'm going to get another drink.
That's what I thought. Michael Carnahan at ladyboy.com.
Woo! Holy shit balls. What happened? My earpiece just fell out. Oh, my God.
Oh, shit. Technical malfunction.
I was a little razzled by the whole, he's a bad guy.
Hold up. Wait. I thought I was the only one drinking, and Brad's over here having earpieces falling out of his ear and shit.
Dude, I just went through my first six-pack of Coors Light.
I am actually fixing to post I'm going to post a responsible picture on the Facebook page right now of me practicing. I'm practicing safe broadcasting in these Corona times. Just say it.
Oh, hold on. I cannot wait to see this.
I'm right behind you, dude. Here I go. This is going to be a selfie. I'm going to do a portrait selfie in 3D.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
I am uploading it now. It is now posted, and I'm in. Yes. Safe broadcasting in COVID-19. We have had it's happened.
Here comes mine. It's coming on the page.
There we go.
Here it is.
Hold on. I'm about to upload mine.
God damn, I'm a pretty motherfucker.
I look pretty fucking good with that mask on. Let me just say, it's hiding my face.
Oh, damn, look at you.
Oh, damn, you have a mask on.
Yes, I was practicing safe broadcasting, damn it. I'm responsible.
I thought you were I thought that was to keep the jizz off your mouth.
No, that's what the fluorescent light bulb and the Lysol injections are for.
God damn it.
We got 45 minutes left to fill, and we're just sitting here posting selfies on Facebook. What the hell are we doing, guys?
Hey,
that's what we do, man.
30th. Michael Carnahan has already said that the station owner of Talk Radio 49 is giving away $1,000 to the 30th caller tonight on the show.
Wait, what? Shit. Hold up, man.
Nice. Hold on, I'm trying to call in. Hold on.
You're caller number one. Thank you. Try again. You're caller number one. Thank you. Try again.
Cheerleaders, let's get off this $1,000 giveaway.
Do what?
I said I saw something about naked cheerleaders. Let's get off this $1,000 giveaway. That never happened.
You said naked cheerleaders. What?
Apparently, the University of Kentucky decided to let their cheerleading coach go? Because apparently they were leaking nudes of the cheerleaders.
Hang on. First of all, y'all people are killing me with these pictures of this shit. Go ahead. I mean, I'm talking to myself, but while Michael's drinking something that, you know, gets you fucked in the ass at the end of the night, Sean, you're drinking something like you're watching NASCAR. Hang on.
That's right.
I haven't even seen Sean. Oh, shit. Sean does look like he's one of them motherfuckers that you see on the virtual racing shit on NASCAR every weekend.
Hey, you notice my picture's in 3D, son of a bitch.
Oh, shit. Meanwhile, Brad's just
Michael just looks like a giant head with no chin. It's great.
You know what?
So I will now post my photo. Yes, again, another one.
Dude, I don't want to see your dick.
Guy. Hang on, I must now be.
Hold up. NFL face masks could include N95 surgical material to fight virus spread this year.
Oh, my God.
They really reaching deep to fight this shit. They ain't even allowing fans or nothing.
All right, so my picture is now up. It is matching yours to a degree. So there we go.
I can't wait to see this shit.
Hold up. No, it isn't really even matching any of ours because yours still has the fucking little security tab on it that it hasn't been opened.
No, I posted it. It's on there now.
No, I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it right now. The tab's on. It hasn't even been opened yet. You're the only sober one on this broadcast, Mr. Hicks.
Michael or Sean just Sean just posted another pic, so
yeah, I
Sean,
love looking at myself. I'm beautiful.
Dude, you are rocking the headset, bro.
You are. You're one vain motherfucker.
I'm a goddamn professional, motherfucker.
Hey, look, I have my NFL Today Jimmy Johnson earpiece in, so kiss my ass, okay?
Hold up. Is Sean rocking tennis back there? This sure enough looks like a tennis court on his feet.
Yes, I goddamn love tennis. Is there something wrong with that?
No, there's nothing wrong with tennis, but who the fuck's playing tennis?
Dude, tennis
let's
is
see.
the
We
shit.
have Tyler Mercier and Dmitry Popko are playing in the international circuit right now. It's really sad because it's just like a regular tennis match, and they have to get their own balls. But yeah, because there's no big Grand Slams going on, they actually have to play in like a small venue. I'm obsessed with tennis, so I watch this shit all the time. It's pretty cool. It's on ESPN, by the way. After this will be cornholing, which is a actual sport that they do on ESPN. That is called cornholing.
Yeah, it's Bago, basically.
Yes.
Playing cornhole
Did you
now?
see? Speaking of that, Sean, did you see the picture of the guy that was playing the cornhole game, and he had like 3 of the bags were around the slot that you have to put the bags in, and he threw the one and it hit the top, and all 4 of them stuck, and they did not fall into the area. And he lost by 1 point because of this in this world championship. I was like, that's cool.
That was just like 2 days ago, right?
I think so.
Yeah, man, that shit's like on ESPN. It's crazy. And if people don't know what cornholing is, it's really not like this gay thing. It's a game where you play with bean bags, and you throw the bean bags at a board with a hole in it, and that's why they call it cornholing. And yeah, this is like legitimate ESPN sports, and like I have a set, like all my family and everybody plays this shit. It's like really fun. It's like horseshoes, but it's with bean bags. So yeah, like I saw that too, Brad. That's really cool.
Yeah, and because it's a great game. It's a tailgate favorite. It's tailgating. When you're tailgating at a sporting event, that's the shit, dude. You're drinking, you're eating, and you're all playing bago. They call it bago in that. And there is a difference, I think, and I was, because back in November, New Year's Eve, we went to a New Year's Eve party, and we had a bago set up, and we played bago till 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. And I was actually, there was a guy that was there who plays on a professional level. And holy shit, like, I played against him, and it was done. He beat my ass like 11 to nothing. Like, he would throw it, and boom, bam, bam. I was like, all right, dude, stop. Shit. I get it. You're good at putting your bag in the hole. I get it.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, wait. That was after the game, but anyway.
How drunk were you?
I mean, I wasn't drinking at that time because I was, I had, the little man with us, and
oh, gotcha.
I couldn't drink, but I enjoyed it, but we, that and have you ever, Sean, have you ever played the game where you have the big tall rungs like a ladder, and you have 2 golf balls tied to a string, and you have to toss it and wrap the string around the deal? I forgot what they call it. It's another tailgate game that they play. Yeah,
I haven't even heard of it.
Yeah, me neither.
Like, it's fun. It's what you do is you take this ball and you toss it, and it's got a string, and there's a ball on this end, a ball on this one, a string connecting the two, and you toss it at these rungs on the ladder. And obviously the top rung is worth a certain amount of points. Obviously the lower one is going to be the more points, because it's going to be harder not to get interference from the other rungs to get this ball. And if you can actually stick the object you're tossing at the hole, or at the little rung of the ladder,
at the hole,
you get that many points. Not the hole, because you're throwing balls at a shaft at this point.
I love
Come on,
that.
Let's be honest. These people that have created alternative sports must have had an alternative motive, because in badminton, you're hitting a shuttlecock.
Right? I'm touching my weenus as we speak right now. My weenus.
I mean, nothing wrong with if you like to go mudding, per se, but it's not my thing.
Right? Dude, I'm having
just
fun.
saying.
This is a good first show for us. I really like this.
Yeah, Michael hasn't said anything since we came back. It's amazing. He's probably
Right,
doing another
because
one.
He's cowering in the corner right now because he knows we're mad about the whole, he's the bad guy.
No, look, first of all, he's not hiding. He's in the sound booth going, hey, yeah, what's up, HF? I got the commercial's good. But anyway.
Y'all terrible. Y'all going to hell.
I am. Look, can I tell you how this whole week started for me, Sean? I am,
yes.
Not this whole week, the last week. I literally, I have accomplished something off my bucket list. And not to start any shit, but, I'm up there with Stern and Imus, dude. I got removed for some shit I said. So I feel pretty fucking good. I'm fucking
amazing.
Huh?
You got removed from what?
I got removed from my previous show because of something that I posted, which was misconstrued as another action. It's a whole bunch of bullshit. But anyway.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
No harm
okay.
about. So I'm on that Stern level, dude. I got fired.
That's
and
right.
I didn't have to call anybody a nap.
You're like a fat redneck Howard Stern.
Yes, I'm Don Imus, not dead.
Yes, I love it. Don Imus.
That's what I want.
Hold on.
Michael,
You don't want to be Don Imus.
You better call me. You better call me the Don Imus of American Idol. American Idiot.
You don't want to be
nappy-headed hose.
bro. The Rutgers ladies basketball team might come after you.
I don't care, dude. Look, I'm the type of guy. I'm gonna call you a nappy-headed hoe if that's how I feel about it. It's gonna happen.
Dude, I'm gonna call you the Don Imus of Grindr from now on.
Yes, I love Grindr. I love Grindr. It's an amazing thing. Not really, but you know, I mean, no, but in all honesty, and I actually am, you know, I'm working on a few things as we speak tonight. I'm working on a couple of projects that I want to do, but I mean, it feels good to be back on the American Idiots, and it really feels good that me and Sean aren't calling each other sons of bitches and motherfuckers and going, well, that's not fucking true, Sean, because
right?
Yeah, and
you remember?
Yeah.
Do you remember those old days where it'd be like, you conservative piece of shit, you liberal bastard, you
Let me tell
fucktard.
you liberal sack of shit. Yeah, because that's the whole argument, the premise of a conservative or a liberal argument is at some point you lose focus of everything you fucking talked about and you're like, well, you know what? Yeah, because that right there, yeah, that's what I'm fucking talking about. And then you
because you got a little sick, dude.
If you're listening
fucking
to
lawnmower
that,
sucks.
wait until November.
By the way, can
I
I just
can't wait.
say that I was looking at the
wait.
numbers?
I can't wait for that night.
48, baby. We need 2 more people. God damn, I sound like that televangelist, or the, you know, the
48
old,
listeners tonight?
No, we got 48 likes on Facebook. Come on, people. You got 12 more hours
Really?
of this telethon. Give us a call. Yeah, 39 new likes this week.
Hell,
That is awesome.
I'll go this far. We'll drop a bonus episode on a topic that somebody comments on a post that I make here at the end of the show. We'll drop a bonus episode if you guys can get us to 50 by Wednesday morning.
Can I steal a Bruce Pritchard line and go, God damn it, pal?
All right. We will drop a bonus episode if you guys get us to 50 likes by Wednesday morning.
I just ate pizza rolls, so I'm dropping a bonus episode here in a minute anyway.
Dude, that's gross.
By the way, I know me and Brad have our webcams ready to start on YouTube Live next week. Sean, do you have one ready? Are you ready to bring the pretty face to YouTube Live?
Am I going to do what?
Are you ready to bring the pretty face and hair to YouTube Live next week?
Fuck yeah. Did you just see the picture I posted? I'm goddamn beautiful. What the fuck are you talking about?
Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm going to have to look at you guys while doing this
Dude,
show. I don't know how this is going to work next week.
We have discussed this. It doesn't matter where I'm at. I am the prettiest motherfucker in the room. No matter what. I am the shit.
Michael, I just saw your picture and was going to ask you if you had changed my transmission yet. So what are you even talking about?
I mean, at least I'm not the bad guy.
Sure, the bad guy. Hide your
You're
wife
never
and
gonna live
kids.
that down.
Brad's here.
Using a wipe.
Isn't that a song by like some pop millennial or some Generation Z chick? The bad guy. Isn't that like Ellis or something? What's her name?
What is her name? Hold on. I'm going to Google this shit.
In fact, you know what? If I got Californication, he's got the bad guy for his intro
I'm
song
coming out
from now on.
No, I'm coming out to Danzig. Mother, tell your children not to walk by. Yeah, that's fuck, dude.
Are you serious? Danzig is so gross. Dude, Danzig is the pedophile of like heavy metal music. It's gross.
Oh.
I don't like Danzig.
John, I have to ask you this. Have you? It's an older song, but have you heard of Ice Cube's "Gangster Rap Made Me Do It"?
Yes.
That's the greatest song ever, by the way. I am so white
it is
for
a pretty
bumping
good
that
song.
in my truck. I'm that white guy that bumps that in the truck.
Hey, by the way,
I always thought that the Ice Cube's "It's a Good Day" was the best rap song ever made.
By the way,
I always
Brad,
thought Ghetto Boys, My Mind's Playing Tricks on Me was the shit.
Really? Well, you know, Michael thinks that Ice Ice Baby's the best, gangster rap ever.
No, dude. Let me tell you what Michael does. In between production takes, and I'm not in the studio with him because I practice social distancing, and I fucking hate him.
Yeah.
But his Michael's been going informer. That's how he does it because he doesn't know the fucking word.
That's it. He's the informer. That's what we need to put on his picture on the Facebook page. Michael, the informer, Carnahan.
So, Brad, what happened to your top 10 list you were supposed to be delivering on our next show? So, at the end of the last Bucket We'll Do It live show, you said you were going to come up with the top 10 list of the most awkward sex scenes in movies. What happened to that?
Well, I guess Terry Hobbs fucked me in that one.
Shit.
Just saying.
That's a good one. I was just asking
we all
because...
know, look, I can say what I want to say because she's not listening to the show.
True.
Right? As long as you don't mention the C word.
What C word is that?
I'm not saying it. That's up to you, man.
Why don't you message it to me and I might say it. You never know.
I just did. I mean, seriously, my FBI guy is looking at my post right now. He's like really pissed.
He is. Expect a knock on the door, Sean Castleberry.
Right? Like my wife and I will be sitting here talking about the show and different things like that. And it's just like, you know, the FBI guy is just like, he hates himself right now because he hears all the shit that you're saying. And I'm like, seriously, like he's going to kill me any day now. I just don't know when. It's going to happen.
Okay,
you know what, Sean, this is the 21st century. He's not even going to show up in person. They're just going to fucking send a drone after your ass.
Yeah, of course. I mean, a drone's going to hit my house and set her on fire, and that's it. You know, me and my wife and my kids, we're all going to die in a horrible fire. It'll be terrible.
And it'll be an accident.
Of course.
Your hair gel caught on fire.
Exactly. That's what they would say.
It doesn't fucking move.
And you're right.
Bullshit
you're right.
Sean uses no hairspray. It doesn't have to. But, no.
I don't.
Speaking of Netflix, we had the whole Tiger King thing going around. But I actually found something on Netflix that's actually inspired me to work on a project that I've been wanting to do for a long time. So
Touch
let
yourself?
me preface that. Yeah, and I do that anyway. I've done that since I was fucking in kindergarten. The bathroom stall. Never used the soap. It burns like hell. But anyway.
Or toothpaste.
Yeah, that's a PSA. But anyway, there's a show that's called Trial by Media. It's an episodic series that talks about, and it highlights individual cases and how the media perpetrates, you know, people to do things. Like the one that I watched the other night was, do you remember, Sean? Michael, you were fucking 5 when this happened. But do you remember, Sean, when Jenny Jones used to have her talk show?
Oh yeah, the gay guy that came on there and he got killed.
Yeah, that's one of the series that they talk. That's the first episode they talk about that, and how the Jenny Jones show helped perpetrate that because they ran an ad. If you're gay and you have a crush on someone, you know, you can call the show and we'll talk about it. And so they asked the guy that killed him. He's a 24-year-old dude. And I guess he was homophobic, and he was I mean, let's be honest, though, like, not even talking shit, because I don't care what people do in the privacy of their own bedroom or whatever. I don't give a shit. But if you cramp me on national television, and, I mean, if you do it to me, I'm going to probably be like, hey, what's up? Yeah, after tonight, I'm going to suck you. But,
what the fuck?
You know, it's an old Louis C.K. bit. You wouldn't understand.
Okay.
But at the same time, this guy obviously back then, you know, it was taboo to do that. Now it's whatever. Michael does it all the time, I guess. But you know, and so they just talked about it. It's a really neat show. They talked about that. They talked about that cat up there in upstate New York or whatever that was in the midst of a big scandal. They talk about the lady which was a really interesting one, Sean, was the lady that was raped at that bar, and like nobody called the cops back in the 80s. I don't know if you remember that.
They made a movie about that.
Well, that was it not? That was the one with Jodie Foster, was it not?
Yes.
But that was actually on a pinball machine when that happened. This
right.
was on
and
a
I didn't mean to sound like such a creeper when I said yes. But yeah. I was eating when you said that.
Well, and I remember, The Accused. It was a Jodie Foster movie. Because I like not to sound like so the bad guy in me coming out in me. I've told people, hey man, don't make me go go the accused on your fucking ass. Anyway,
that's too far.
Did you expect anything else, Sean?
And you usually say that to Michael, no one else.
Yes. I'm like, Michael, tonight you are my Jodie Foster.
Whoa! Does that mean, hold on?
And he's like, well, who are you?
Over a taxi driver.
So here's this. We've transitioned out of the '90s. We're in this 2000 role playing. So like now, I'm like, Michael, you're Travis, and I'm Jodie Aries, baby. I'm coming for you.
That's
weird.
Damn.
Fucking weird.
That's quite weird.
Hey,
we got to do a show about people like, O.J. Simpson, and who's that one chick that got away with killing her kid in the trunk of the car and got away with it?
Casey Anthony.
Yeah, we should do a shout out to these people and actually, we should do a shout out to them and actually do a show just for them and entertain them for a night.
Yeah, them fucking cocksuckers. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Well, Michael,
especially
all,
from Michael.
Let's be honest. Let's be honest. We could do a whole show on hottest female serial killers, and you got to put Jodie Aries and Casey Anthony in your top 5.
Oh no, Jodie and Casey are
really
too, respectfully.
They're hot.
Dude,
I thought that
Casey's
chick from Monster was.
Casey's easily like a fucking number. It may even be 1A, 1B. Because Casey's hot as fucking, so is Jodie.
Well, I mean, if you've seen Jodie Aries' naked pictures, her pussy looks like a 40-year-old wallet.
Wait, now, I ain't seen that.
Ew.
I ain't seen all that now.
Right.
We'll just leave Casey at number 1 then.
Is that like the mom from Honey Boo Boo Child who said that her vagina looked like a Hardee's biscuit?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
What? I love Hardee's biscuits.
I'm ready to die.
Damn it. Michael's
gross.
like, hey, look, Michael's like, hey, Haley, let's go to Hardee's. I'm feeling a biscuit right now.
Oh, you're sick.
You're shitty.
Put some honey on that biscuit there. Come on, Michael. You know that you role play with your old lady. And you dress her up as like a little clown, a little teddy bear, and all kinds of shit. It's weird. I don't know what you do that for. But
Michael has an old lady.
What?
Well, yes, Michael has a good income, and he spends it well on her, so she stays with him.
How does he keep doing this? Have you seen Michael?
Yeah, exactly.
Have you seen his paychecks? They go straight to her. That's the magic of love for them.
That must be what it is. Did you meet Earl at GotTeeth.com?
On what?
GotTeeth.com.
I mean, I couldn't be on that website.
What?
Have you seen Michael's teeth? It looks like the Pentagon after 9/11.
Oh, that hurts.
I have not. Are you serious?
That hurts my heart.
Dude, go get some falsies,
right dead center, dude. It's like there's a cavity and they're all black, like it's like a fucking 757 went through there.
Ew.
No,
My
y'all can all
my mouth looks like
My mouth looks like ground zero right now. There's maybe one building still standing.
Jesus, dude.
Oh, shit. We are so individuals. Did Sean just burp
Yes,
on it?
I did. That was me, yes. But it was beautiful. Just
It
like
was.
me.
It was. I give it a
I
solid.
honestly thought that Luciano Pavarotti came out of your gaseous. I'm just making up words tonight. I don't care. They sound great.
You are.
Awesome.
It does. You sound like you have a really high IQ. I love that.
Yes, but I am actually the Jesse Miss Kelly of the show.
Dude, hold on. God.
I tell you right now,
haven't
you're going to have
talked
John and Michael. Look, we could do a whole show on how Paradise Lost and certain documentaries are bad PR for white people, because when you're in an interrogation room and your only comment is, well, yeah, Damien and Jason, they took them around the corner and they started screwing and stuff. I said, oh, God.
Hold up. Have you seen Ozark yet? Ozark's pretty bad, too. It's not a documentary.
No,
I haven't.
But no. That's a great show, by the way. Fuck off.
It is.
Is it?
Great show.
I haven't seen Ozark
it's a great
yet.
show.
Ozark is
Yeah,
amazing.
great show.
I'm going to have to check that out.
Yeah, going back to that comment, though, the only question, well, there's two questions. The innocence, number one. But anyway, the other question is I've always wanted to know, we know what screwing is, but what other stuff were they doing? What was he talking about? They were screwing stuff. What stuff? Shitty
Well,
police
I'm
work.
lost.
I don't even think
They
I don't
should
even
have
think
found out what
Jesse knows what he's talking about.
Look, all I know is that they've made some recent documentaries. Bob Ruff, you are a fat Bob Vila, Billy Mays looking bastard who suckered me into watching your 2-hour documentary on 2 nights and didn't tell me a damn thing I already didn't know. So kiss my ass.
Are you talking about the one I watched on Investigation Discovery? Yeah, that shit was garbage.
What? If you go back and you look at it, it's so obvious. He goes, well, they've got this new DNA scrubbing technique and they can analyze bits of DNA. Okay, that was in 2018. Nothing's happened. You've already tested the shit. So where's the results? You liar. You liar. Anyway.
I mean, it's the clickbait of documentaries, bro.
But here's what I want people to do. If you are a fan of the Facebook page, which, just click like, shit. You can unfollow the son of a bitch if you want. That's what I do.
If you're not, what the fuck are you doing?
I mean, if you follow American Idiots page, I don't know what you're thinking. But anyway, unfollow it, but like it. Who gives a shit? Go subscribe to the American Idiots podcast. I do want to say that in all seriousness, is that I don't give a shit. We'll take a copyright strike. We get up to 3 before anything bad happens.
Really?
So I'll take the 1. Yeah, you get 3 before something bad happens. But I'll take the 1 for Bill Allen, and I know we had talked about it. I want to keep that original because of the time period and the circumstances underneath that. But I did mean that, though, when I was posting that on our show. And if you do get a chance to listen, that's a great interview by all of us. And Bill was a great guy. We interviewed him in January. Unfortunately, a tragic motorcycle accident took him out of this world later that year in June. But that was a really good interview that we had. And so that's on our American Idiots page. Michael, you're going to send me this, correct? Like, at some point so that I can put this episode on
Absolutely.
there?
I should have it to you probably within 5 minutes of when we go off the air.
Yeah, because it'll be up there a little bit later on tonight. I've got to go through and edit a screen for it, but
and always make sure to watch. Always make sure to keep up with the Facebook page, like and subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Because starting next week, you're not even going to have to wait. We're going to be live on YouTube Live and on Blog Talk Radio.
At the same time?
At the same time.
What? At the same bat time, same bat channel. Probably don't remember that either, do you, Michael?
No, I don't. I'm too young.
Hey, guys, you know what? I'm going to try and do a live video on Facebook right now. Let's see if it's going to work. I don't know if this is recording or not. Am I an idiot or what? It says that I'm live, so he said that he just thought about that we won't have to worry about starting next week. So if you can look on Facebook right now, are you guys on there?
Yes,
I can be.
Can you see me?
Hold on, fucker. No, you are not live, sir.
Oh, I'm not. Okay, hold
wait,
on. Let me try. It says that nothing's happening. Let me keep trying. Choose my live mode.
Hold on. Let me see
I
if
feel so old.
Oh wait, I don't have a camera. I can't go live yet.
Okay, so
the benefit
trying to reconnect.
Radio.
But starting
not...
starting next week, we should be live on Facebook Live and YouTube as well as Talk Radio 49, and you'll be able to have 3 different options to listen to us live. And if we get long-winded and go into the archives of Lost Ark, just move on over to YouTube or Facebook, bitches.
It says 42 people I know are online right now. I wonder if any of them are listening to us.
Maybe. Hi, 42
Can you
people.
see me on there?
I do not see you being live at all.
Really? It says I'm live.
I don't know. Hell, what page are you on, motherfucker?
My own page, dumbass.
Hey, don't be a jackass.
Wow, ProWrestlingTees.com has announced that they've signed a deal with both Martha Hart and Vice to bring you a brand new Owen Hart shirt.
Yeah, I saw that.
Owen Hart?
Uh-huh. Remember the joke you didn't get last night? It was an Owen Hart joke. You shitty individual.
Because you're talking about homosexual soap operas.
Brad, I'm gonna need you to kill him.
That's all you.
He's got to go.
Yeah. Wrestling.
Yeah, this thing's just not working.
Yeah, you're not on there, buddy.
We'll get it fixed.
That's weird.
We may even fuck around and go live sometime on Saturday. So like I said, hit the notification bell so you can find out when the new video's uploaded or when we're live. Because fuck it, we'll do it.
That pontoon boat looks like shit. Oh, sorry, I was on Facebook.
Oh, shit.
Are you looking... Can we get sponsored by one of these online poker sites? That would be cool.
That would be bad.
That would be cool. Pokerface.com?
Poker Brothers.
Wait, Poker Face or Poker Face?
Ew,
either
come
one.
on, Michael.
Brad said either one.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Oh, y'all are fucking killing me.
So here's something. We were talking about the coronavirus for a minute.
Right.
There was an article shared that says, well, isn't it just an interesting coincidence that remdesivir is made by Gilead and is the cure for COVID? And here's where it gets interesting. China holds the patent on the drug through an agreement with Gilead's drug patent sharing subsidiary branch called Unitad, who has an office near Wuhan, and you'll never guess who are the main financial investors. None other than George Soros, Bill and Melinda Gates, and who? I know what you're thinking. It's just all coincidence, isn't it? Oh, don't let me forget the other coincidence that Gilead and Unitad were financial supporters of Hillary Clinton. Oh, silly me. I forgot one more coincidence. Dr. Fauci was the one authorizing millions to be sent to the Wuhan Institute of Virology specifically for the study of coronaviruses. I sure am thankful it's all just coincidence. Nothing to see here. Just keep moving along.
Oh, shit.
Is it really?
I'm going to share this on the
Message here. Click. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Click. It's sent. Oh,
Well,
that'd be an interesting thing to.
Well. Isn't it interesting? Coincidence that.
Yes, that's the.
Oh, you just read all this.
Yes, that's the thing. Crazy.
So basically, it's like Jesse the Body Ventura tells us: follow the money.
True. That's definitely interesting. Good find, Brad. I mean, I'm not saying that Dr. Fauci is out here trying to hide shit, though.
But you never know. I mean, could be. There's so many freaking things going on with the coronavirus right now. That,
there's so many.
Now I'm watching.
I will agree.
Sean, I'm about to share something to the group again, and tell me if this is not Michael Carnahan fucking with this diver. Swear to God.
Geez.
And I'm gonna post it on the page as well, ladies and gentlemen. Our own. This is our own Michael Carnahan. This is him being Joe Biden to a diver.
You know what? I've actually seen this deal is fucking awesome.
That's Michael.
That's Michael. Yeah, that's Michael.
No. That seal is too cute to be Michael.
Well, I mean, honestly, it is, but
it's on the Facebook page now. That's what we do here. We do live Facebook. Michael, get off of that guy. Why did you steal? Oh, you're rubbing his hand. And you know what? I can't look at that. I cannot look at bbcearth.com and not think that it stands for Big Black Cock Earth.
Why are you saying about big black cocks, Fred?
Well, that's what BBC is. We know you Google it, dude. We get it. You're into that.
So terrible. We got 30 minutes left.
BBC stands for Big Black Cocks?
If you
I
look
actually
in the
thought it was
porn
the British
industry,
Broadcasting Company.
Well, if you look at the porn industry, BBC stands for that, and then you have BBW, which is Big Beautiful Women, and then you have
I can go with that.
PAWG, which is Fat Ass White Girls, and it's just fucking.
It just never ends.
It never ends.
I remember the last time
Just
we talked with Sean about porn on the air, he fucking went on a 30-minute diatribe.
I did. I did. You don't want me to start that again.
I mean, you
We
didn't
only got
say
3 minutes.
We have about two left.
So what are we doing special for Memorial Day?
What can we do special for Memorial Day?
Did you say we're doing bonus content?
We will do bonus content if the page gets up to 50 by Wednesday morning. 50 likes.
How many do we have now?
48.
Excuse
Still?
me. We ain't going to go for 2, ladies and gentlemen. We will go for 10. So if we get up to 58, we will drop a bonus episode.
And that's
what
just for
bonus
tonight?
episode do we have? No, they have till Wednesday. No, we have 48 followers. Now check this out, though, ladies. We have 212 posts reached this week. So the page has only been out a week. It's got 48 likes. It's actually had 39 likes since whatever, and so it's there. I like it.
So go ahead and share the page, like the page, and make sure your friends like it, and we'll drop some bonus content, and it'll be a little bit more contained this time. We'll pick a topic.
Hey,
we'll put a post out, let you guys pick the topics.
Be sure to go back to the Facebook page real quick and look who has the most likes on their selfies tonight.
Of course
it's
you
the
do.
Pretty
You
one.
have the most friends on your selfies or on our page, Sean.
Not because cash app in every one of them.
What? He did cash app.
He's cash. He's like, if you give me a like, I'll cash app you $5.
No, sir.
Let's see. You've had 9 people reached, 5 engagements, 1 like.
Right.
Let's see. It's gone. Why am I on there? Oh, anyway. I've had 6 people reach, 1 engagement. Michael's had 5 with 1, so Michael's at the bottom. I love it.
I've had 11 on my original picture.
You know
my
what?
original one with the mask was 5.
And I want to thank the Cummins Correctional Institution for that. Thank you guys. That's awesome.
Yes, but no. Real quick before we get off here, I know that I did want to say that I'm actually I can go ahead and announce it live. I've actually got about 8 hours of material already pre-recorded that I'm editing. It won't be a live show, but I'm going to possibly see if I can put it up on a night that there's no programming, since it's once I edit it down, or I may just go strictly to YouTube and post it that way. But Sean, I'm actually doing the idea that me and you talked about.
Yeah.
I'm taking court cases that are controversial. I'm not taking just any court case, and I'm actually going into detail about what happened, the particulars of it. But I'm more focusing on, and this is truly, I swear to God, I can't make this point strong enough. This has nothing to do with any dysfunction or anything within whatever. But I think it would be a great alternative for you to get the court's opinion on, like we do, that y'all do on Clear and Convincing. But I'd like to do that same type of show, and that's what I'm working on. But I want to do it from the court of public opinion. And
Absolutely.
And so that's where I'm doing now. I've got an entire show of the West Memphis 3 already completed. I've done a show on the staircase killer that I'm actually working on editing right now. And, so.
Well, let's
pretty
do
cool.
it. So definitely keep an eye out on that if you're listening to us on Talk Radio 49. Once again, get us up to 58 likes on our Facebook page, the American Idiots Podcast, and we will drop a post that gives you guys the option to choose the show topic for the bonus show that you guys own, and we'll go ahead and riff on it for about 2 hours.
All righty. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been fun. It's been great. I've said some shit tonight, so I may be back next week. I don't know yet.
We'll find out.
Yeah, tune in next week. Will I be here? Will I not be here? You never know. But
it's a mystery.
Fun. We tried to we got a little serious there, and this last hour, I think, is what we really want to premise the show on. I think, to me personally.
Exactly.
It's just a bunch of random shit.
I
think, when you're, so
I think we found our stride in that last hour. Yeah, I think you're right about that.
And I mean, and it's hard not to, though, when you get into a topic like that. But definitely, man, it was fun, and the last hour was great. Because that's what we like to do. We talk a lot of shit. Make fun of Michael a lot because it's easy to do. And
dance, monkey, dance.
Yes. Oh, damn! I thought you were going Labyrinth on me for a minute.
I'm just waiting to see. Come November what Brad Hicks' reaction is going to be as we go through the night, giving out the.
Can I go ahead and make it? I'm going to go ahead and make an early prediction that
I will
it's going to displease a lot of people, but 45 is going to be reelected. I really have that feeling. I do.
Jesse the Body Ventura will win the presidency for the 46th president of the United States.
Oh my God! If that happens, Brad, I'm taking it out of your hands, and I'm going to go ahead and announce that one. But we will be actually up probably a majority of the night that night. We'll start here at 7 o'clock. That night, election night, we'll start here, Facebook Live, YouTube Live.
Are we all gonna get like a studio action? Are we gonna be in the same room? That'd be
You want-
Did you just say
That'd be
booty
awesome.
action?
Could we not all like
Really
do that live show from like the same studio? That would be amazing.
Sean may
I
not
think
be
we
able to
will.
do that. It's going to be a late night.
It don't matter.
Okay, let's do it then. We
Look,
can.
what do you
What do you think sick leave is for?
Hold up. Exactly. That's what I'm going to be doing the next day. Who's providing the alcohol?
Well, I mean,
It's BYOB. Come on, butt monkey.
Well, we will get together and work this out, and we'll be calling your election for you in November. So definitely stay tuned. We got a lot of fun stuff getting ready to come down the pike here with the American Idiot Show.
absolutely. Well, guys, I'm going to run because I got to go commit a felony because that's what I do apparently. So
He really just
I
has
haven't
to
figured
run.
out.
Hey, only
I
one
haven't figured
stuff.
out. Comment on the American Idiots page on what felony you would like me to commit, and I'll do it live on Facebook. Fuck it. I don't give a shit. I'm going to go to jail for it anyway.
No, do not do it.
Yes.
Do not do that.
Do it.
I'm telling
Do
you now.
not.
Don't. You guys have a good night. This is the pretty boy. This is the bad guy, Brad, and Michael Carnahan.
And Mr. I'm going to do a great fucking commercial for every show but this one.
Right.
Hey, all I'm saying is Sean gave his approval of it Saturday. I'm just saying.
You changed that because it didn't just say Brad, the bad guy.
Well,
You're never going to live it down, dude.
The new one started
First of all,
either.
and I was in that production meeting. And you never once brought the clear and convincing commercial to the table. You hit that shit until the very last minute, Trump.
This is true.
So, do you guys
Anyways,
want to do
it's
the
been
gate
fun.
for a bonus episode, or do you want to set the gate at 50? 2 more likes.
I say
We got
let's
50?
not overachieve. I mean, who are we? Come on. Quit overachieving.
Did-
Shit.
Do we still just have 48?
Yes.
Let's do 50
God
by
damn
Wednesday.
it.
Let's do 50 by Wednesday. Go ahead and share the page, like the page, and we will drop on Wednesday afternoon. If we reach 50 by Wednesday, we will go ahead and drop a post and go ahead and comment what your show idea is. And we will go ahead and do a show on the most popular idea.
Seriously, come and start sending your kites to the other cell. Let everybody know about us. For real.
Who's going to do the damn outro?
I'll do it in Michael's tone, or I'll do his clear and convincing outro. Yeah, here we go.
Yes, do that.
Here we go. This is Brad Hicks saying good night, everybody, for Sean Castleberry and Michael Carnahan. You've been listening to the American Idiots relaunch show here on Talk Radio 49. Good night, everybody.
You forgot the bad guy.